John McGuigan for IFLTV. Frank, probably the moment that you waited for a long time. Just talk to me about how proud you are of Daniel Dubois tonight.
Well, I'm very proud of him, but as I said, it's a fight I felt from day one that he would win, and I felt it actually panned out more or less the way I said it would pan out. And I'm not sort of being, a know-all, but I just felt that styles make fights, and I felt Daniel would have the beating of him, and has the better jab, was more powerful, and had the better chin. And that's how it turned out.
When you seen AJ in that first round, did you know at that point that Daniel was going to get his hand raised at the end?
I said to you, and I said to most of the guys, whoever goes on the back foot is going to lose this fight. So to put someone on the back foot, they had to get behind their jab. And I know Daniel's got a superb jab, and the jab was the key to winning the fight.
Did you see shades of the Klitschko win for AJ whenever he kind of weathered the storm, came back into it?
We caught him with a good shot, and I've got to be honest, it was a really good shot he caught him with, and I thought at that moment, I felt, well, what's going to happen here? It's don't get careless. Get back to the jab, get back to, and he got caught with an uppercut first of all earlier on, and then he got caught with a real big shot, and what he'd done, he gritted his teeth, and once AJ throws those big shots, he leaves himself open, and he got done with a counter.
Is this the passing of the torch, Frank? Is this the moment that you kind of have waited for Daniel Dubois?
Yeah, I mean, we signed him, we started sponsoring him when he was 17. It's 10 years ago. I don't even know where that's gone. 10 years just shot by.
I want to talk to you about a moment that a lot of people criticised you, Frank, when Daniel Dubois lost to Joe Joyce, and everyone came out and said, he's still backing Dubois, he's not backing Joyce. And I'm not saying that you weren't backing Joyce at that time. Did you always know Daniel Dubois was special then?
First of all, Joe Joyce, we bought Joe Joyce's contract from Richard Schaefer's company. I can't remember what they call. We bought it, so we paid for it. And at that time, I made it very clear at the press conference. I was in the Daniel Dubois business because we invested a lot of money and time into it. But we also got behind Joe because we invested in him. We bought his contract. We bought it for a reason because we believed in him. Because a fighter gets beat, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And I had every confidence. That's why we kept backing him, especially in some of the stupid stuff that was said by, I suppose some of them are arseholes, and it's more against me than it is against Daniel, who came out with some pretty, I thought, terrible things, especially when the fact that he had such a horrific injury to his eye that could have, in fact, ended his career.
Can you talk to me a little bit about what's next for Daniel Dubois? I know it's early days, but the sky the limit for Daniel?
Look, at the moment, what's next for him? He's going to rest up, and we're going to consider all the options. Wait for the fight on the 21st of December in Riyadh, which is the Riyadh season fight, and we'll see what goes from there. But these are exciting times.
I spoke to Eddie Hearn, and he said there's a rematch clause on AJ's side. If AJ triggers that, then will that be the rematch next for Daniel Dubois?
We'll see. I haven't got a problem with it, by the way, but I've got to discuss that with Daniel.
If you've seen that 96,000 people out there, did you ever imagine a moment like that in British boxing? The 96,000 people out there in British boxing, where you and Eddie were in opposite corners working together?
I've got to tell you something. I know it's all easy for me to say that because we won, but Eddie's been a joy to work with. We've had some great moments. There he is now. We've had some great moments, and he's been brilliant. And I've got to tell you something. He'll be around for a long time. Don't you worry about that. He's a good promoter.
Can Anthony Joshua come back from this defeat, Frank?
Look, that's up to him and his team to decide. It's not my business. It's their business, and they'll decide. Everybody's always telling people to retire. I'm guilty of it myself. I said that Derek Chisora should have retired. So, the last fight, he certainly proved me wrong.
Final one from me, a guy from where I'm from in Belfast, Anthony Cacace, your guy.
Brilliant. I love him. He's got. Do you know what? When I look at him and his age and the fact that it's all happening for him is brilliant. But he's a very, very good boxer and fighter.
What happens with the situation now with Nunez? What do you want to see Anthony Cacace do? I mean, I interviewed him. He said, "Tank Davis."
I want to see him make a lot of money. I want to see him retire, be financially secure with him and his family, and I want to see him win belts, keep winning belts. He's a very, very good fighter, and he was in with somebody in Josh Warrington who comes to fight. He doesn't take a backward step, and he handled him. He done a great job.
He spoke to me about Lomachenko. He spoke to me about Tank Davis. Can we start dreaming in Belfast of big nights, Frank?
Listen, dreams come true.
Thank you so much, Frank. Appreciate it.
God bless.
Thank you.